Hello, hello, welcome to another stream where I go crazy. In what way today? I guess we'll find out. Okay, okay. Hello, Ark. Welcome. Time to work on them two boards. Of course, turn on some music. Listen to sweet old Cafe do Jazz. Okay. Hello, Flan. Welcome. Let's see. What things do we have to update? Now what? Oh, wait. What things do we have to update? Hello, maybe is it time to bully Lecter? Oh, yeah, it is. That's the one. That's definitely one of the fucking biggest things. Yep, you had a bad dad. That was it. God. Look. I'm gonna say this: the current way Lecter's special power has been written, it is plot. He's got the power of plot on his side. Oh, he's got a sense. He's got a feeling for things. Yeah, honey, we're gonna call that the plot. That's about it right now. Ooh, so interesting. This is legitimately one of the most lame reveals they've had in a long while. Like, Wazzy's reveal was more interesting than this shit. And Wazzy's reveal was then built up for what? And Wazzy's reveal was fucking better built up. Even if Wazzy himself got really boring once it was revealed. Like, God. What an absolute, like, his ability is reading the walkthrough. That's what it kind of feels like, Flan. And it's really, really lame. I'm sorry, but the man is. I have to admit, I was kind of concerned that we would end up in a situation where whatever was going to be revealed was uninteresting as fuck, and it was as uninteresting as fuck. Oh look, this was correct. So no. Like, it's like I also, that scene was so poorly done and confusing. For all I want Green to be involved and be there to see what happens, that was like the worst justification I've ever seen of, hey, why? Oh, Green goes, guys, it seems like this is a personal argument. I think I should leave. Ash goes, you're Erebonian, that's close enough. You should stay here. Yeah. And then Reen, addition to the fucking words. And then what does Reen do? He says, like 3 times. Yeah, Reen, wow. So important that he was there. Ooh. It is it's... That's a shame. Oh, right. Let's put it under the general parts here. So first thing, being sad means creating monsters. Lesson. Best thing to do is kill all sad people. Okay, that's a very important bit there. We gotta know now that sadness makes monsters appear, so kill all sad people. Apparently. Alright, Green has no idea what overkill means. Now that should go under him. Has no idea what overkill means. The justification was Heimdall's lingering entry following Dark Dragon's death. But it literally, okay, like it literally responded to the man being sad. So apparently, what the fuck are they called? The universe of the divergent laws is the universe of sad shit. Apparently. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. Is like, oh wow, or at least what they're kind of implying there, which is quite something. Apparently, being sad it lets you resonate with another universe and fucking cause the Septian veins to trigger slightly. I'm not insulting. I'm just finding that kind of like, wow, huh? How the fuck wasn't everyone dying horrible deaths during the Dark Dragon's revival? Like it's Erebonia. How many people are sad? You know. All right. Hi, you fucking bitch. Oh, I have things to say for Emma too, that's right. Let's go with this. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta add a note for friend zoning Alyssa. Oh, you're right. How could I forget? Where is... I think I have a line to him. Wait, I don't? Oh, you should. Oh, yeah, we do have a line. Good. Yep. I can't... Honestly, that was fucking... Congratulations to the voice actor for Alyssa. They did an amazing job of embodying that moment where her heart fucking broke in half. Amazing job. Fucking hilarious shit. Oh, damn it, don't do that. Let's see, what else we got here? I like Alphen. I like Alphen a fucking lot. Love how guys still win. He doesn't get anything else. Hypocrite of highest order. Oh, so it's bad when people from you. Laura being in a sword without a sword. That's a good one too. Where the fuck are you, Laura? I think you should be over here. Okay, there we go. I like make a joke for Lecter about how he cheats at cards and oh yeah, that's right. I need to remember for Lecter. Uses cards. Totally was/is friends with Kuro. God. That split off part for the game felt so pointless. I'm still confused, honestly, of why the fuck we brought the people we did. Like, again, we brought some of the strongest people in fucking Erebonia at the moment to capture a teenage boy. What the fuck? Why did we do that? Why? Why do we take some of the strongest people in the entirety of Erebonia right now and like what? To capture a teenage boy? Like, why? I legitimately do not understand that at all. Zagric, it's leave class 7, let class 7 res, proceed to call class 7 to be a mammoth, at least be consistent. Yeah, that too. Dag, I question the other characters then, if they decide to come over. Like really, Toval, you're coming over and you're gonna stay over after you see everyone else? Like, my man, you see Sarah and Fee there. I think you already understand for a teenage boy that's a bit much. It just strikes me as a very much a what the fuck were you guys thinking moment. Like let's assume, like, because okay, they don't know when the mission starts that they're gonna encounter a bunch of really strong monsters, you know? They don't know they're gonna have to fight a magic knight, you know? So like out of the universe, we know we're gonna have fights to do. We know we're gonna have like hard fights and stuff. So yeah, we need some good teammates. In universe, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is a teenage boy. I feel like Green should have seen them all show up and been like, okay guys, I think I only need a couple of you. Everyone else can like go enjoy the festival. We don't need all of you, you know? Sorry for like, I thought only a couple of you would be available. No, they were just looking for some poor sod who happened to get lost. Essentially, yeah. Very much a case of, what the fuck? Ah, Crow, right. Like, I'm not gonna call the scene like I'm not gonna call that. Oh shit. I'm not gonna call it bad necessarily, even though I think it is. It's just confusing as fuck because, like, nothing bad happens because of it. No one's like trapped. No, Korean band. The sword become. Oh yeah, no, Zachary, don't worry. I was gonna get to that now. Oh, let me fucking cross this shit out because that ain't true in the slightest. He has not learned his lesson at all. This dumb motherfucker. Nothing bad happened because of, like, they weren't all trapped underground or anything, but it's just, so, like, it's not like there were any consequences to that decision, but it's so weird still. Also, the fact that Ash managed to hide from goddamn Tio is, like, patently bullshit. Oh, she was focusing too much. Tio has enhanced senses that she can't turn off. Tio is an enhanced human. She literally cannot stop being that. You're telling me she's somehow who can sense, like, people if she tries in, like, miles radius. And she didn't do that. Like, I guess that's another point. Why the fuck didn't Tio do that to use the ion system? I forget what it's called at the minute. But why didn't she use that to make sure, try and locate the Calvardian agent? You know, it's a rather helpful thing to do. I don't know why she didn't do it. Fucking weird. I have to say, I think the anime thing of the game that I hate the most currently is, yes, I detect your presence. I let me see, which characters do that? Aurelia, Breen, what's we got here? Gaius sometimes, Agate. I guess, do we want to count Claire? Yeah, there's too many characters who are just like, wow, on my anime senses, I sense you over there. It's like, please stop doing this. I find this very annoying. Yeah, considering this Calvardian agent was stirring the 70 veins enough to make magic knights appear, he should have been easy to locate with the Aeon system. Yep. I'd also like to remind you that that boy ran away. That boy, that 16-year-old or something teenage boy managed to run away from everyone once they found him. I would like to remind you that he managed to do that while Sarah, this purple lightning, was there, while Claire was there, while fucking Reen was there, while a goddamn Ouroboros enforcer was there. Like, do I have to say enough how fucking silly and stupid that was? Like that scene was really stupid, too. Probably the first time someone in this game escaped when they shouldn't have been able to. Yeah, not wrong, eh? It just makes me roll my eyes so hard that it keeps happening. It's like... It just seems like the writer... Like, it's just like they didn't consider some of the very obvious things to ask. Oh, right, cyborgs exist. I need to put that down. Like, it's at least the third or fourth time. Yep. It's definitely kind of... It's like, why the fuck do you keep doing this? Stop, like... okay, if you have Ash there... Ash, I can believe... If it was just like, let's say, Ash, Mise, fucking Tina, and Yuna, and you have him get away, I believe it. Yeah, none of those characters have ever been established as being particularly fast or quick as fuck. So, fine, I believe it. But like the characters they had were with them were so. Who's a cyborg besides Tio? Oh no, Carrie. Remember we were reading Heartless Edgar, and as we know, there is no nonfiction books that exist in Zemuria. So now we know that cyborgs, androids exist. You know, that's canon now. It's canon. We got cyborgs, androids, just like we have crystal heart diseases and stuff. Oh, that McBurn hasn't showed up since then. Man. McBurn, if McBurn isn't showing up again in this game, he was fucking utilized so badly. I feel bad for him. Goat Steel 2, I thought he was gonna be fucking nothing. I remember like, wow, his design looks stupid. I don't like him. Why is he suddenly here? Oh. And then he got better during that and was kind of nice. You forget, but there was no animation sharing or anyone trying to get the agent. You're right. Yep, plan. No one was trying to get the agent. So it's a very much a roll your eyes and be like, guys, run after him. You have so many fast as fuck people. Come on. But yeah, no, I was saying, I feel really bad for fucking our bro here. He was just, was not used well. He was used well in Code Steel 2. He was intimidating, fucking went against a strong person. He never felt like he was ever exerting himself. He never really lost a fight. Everyone else lost against him. It worked better. You know, at least he is being used sparingly rather than have him used like he did in the last chapter. I mean, I'm just questioning his appearance at all, frankly. Like, I'm just thinking about it in that way. Like, did we really need McBurn of all characters to show up? Like, let me give this idea. Is there any reason it had to be McBurn and not Watcher? Is there any reason for that? Like, from a writing perspective, if you replace all of McBurn's appearances in this game with Watcher, what does that really change? Watcher's fucking strong as shit too. Doesn't Heartless Edgar take place in the future though? Nothing about that really establishes it, Carrie. It seems like it might be just regular. I mean, bracers are still around and stuff. No one's mentioning any flying cars, so it seems like it's happening normally. But yeah, it's just like you really could have just fucking changed him out to I feel like you could change him out to Watcher and it would have been fine. Like, nothing would have really changed with the story. Maybe it says it takes place in 1294. Does it? I don't remember reading that anywhere. Maybe that was near the beginning of the book? I mean, obviously I read slowly, so... Maybe you're right. I guess I'll take a look when we read today. Because we got one last Heartless Edgar book just now. Also, I will say that a story taking place... You had to check to make sure it wasn't spoiling it. Okay. I will make... You know, surprisingly enough, that doesn't really throw off anything, Carrie, either for my theory. Solely because the Black Records exist, and that already seems to be about future things happening, so, cool. Black Records apparently let me... Black Records are canonically able to say someone might write non-fiction stories of the future. Oh, right. Oh, right. I need to add into the general section here. It took them how? You don't think I can compare a fictional story to Black Records? When we stop having books be proven to not be fictional, Carrie, I'll start believing that fiction exists in this world. Look. First it was Carnelia, then it was now it's Crimson Rose, and I'm quite sure there was another. Gambler Jack is probably real too. Like, after a certain point, I just kind of go, you know what, they're probably all real in some way. Like, I don't believe any of these are fucking actual fiction. You've broken my trust in the fictional trails. I don't believe in that anymore. I mean, if you want to examine fiction, just look at Imperial. Okay, that's fucking good. That's good. So, where is anyone else missing right now? Oh, yeah, right. I gotta put this down, very much so. Yep, hello. Tilly is now Reen's daughter. This is officially the case. We're gonna fucking go to court battle against the gnomes. Thankfully, Zamurian court is a death match, so whoever survives is the one who adopts the child. So thankfully, we're gonna be fine. As we know, like, Ren was adopted by Weissman, and all of that happened, and Weissman dies, and like, it's all fine. Oh yeah, Ozzy's background. Thanks for the reminder, eh? I don't like how the fact that my original thing I wrote here for him is still not even all that wrong. Don't really understand when people insist on Father Dar with Reen Altina when it makes more sense that he's her other brother. I guess for me it's because... Oh shit, hold on a second. I guess for me it's because yes and no, blah blah blah. Oh no, that's not the reason. I was just gonna say it's because I find the way it's taken care of and stuff like more. I guess it's the age gap plus I don't actually I'm trying to think of it myself. Like, why do I view Agate and Tita's relationship as brother sister, while I view Reen's relationship as more so father daughter? I guess I would say it's because Reen is teaching her more so. Like, Agate doesn't really teach Tita anything, you know? Agate's just there for Tita. But Reen is having to teach Altina about the world, about things in it, about how to handle her emotions and stuff, and I guess that's why I see him as more of a dad. Yeah, I feel like that's... that's why I would say I feel like Reen is more of a dad to Altina than a brother. go. You disagree, but that's a good point. Oh, thanks. Thank you. What else we got going around now? I'm happy Angie hasn't shown up again. That's nice, at least. There's a thread on the sub about why people hated Angie. I can summarize it. Summarize for me is she's a stereotype that isn't funny. And is treated differently than other people who are like her were treated. Like, yeah. Oh, that's right. No, you got it backwards there. There, A. Let's fix it up. It's not that Freddy is being supplied by the Fisherman's Mafia. Is supplier for the Fisherman's Mafia. He's a supplier, my guy. Have you not realized that? What else we got going on? Like Angie's problem is really just, like, if I want to put it simply, when Blue Blanc was creeping on Glowy, everyone said, "What the fuck?" When Angie's creeping on other people, no one says anything. And there is my summary of why I find it horrible. Oh no, I'm not actually being a Professor Shocker. Oh yeah. Not even currently up. Yeah, that's a general consensus. Makes sense. It really is just double standards that are very frustrating when the series... Like, generally speaking, Trails is taking very much a stance of... Wow, people who sexually, like are fucking predators and stuff and, like, oh, fuck, are fucking creeps and don't respect boundaries are so evil. And then Angie comes in and does the same thing and we're expected to, like, just kind of accept it. And it's like, what the fuck? No. You've taught us that's a bad thing. Like, even if you were born with no morality whatsoever and Trailers was the game series that taught you morality and you played through them all, so you still take that lesson away. Oh, yeah, I should put this here. Been denied rings love. Condo. There we go. Okay. After like a couple boards without putting it up, we're getting a lot of little notes on everyone now, huh? Oh, right. For the ultimate Vantage Master, still really bad at it. I really hope if Vantage Masters is in the next game, it is in the next game. You guys have said that. I really hope the AI fucking gets better. The fact in this game that the only time I lost was during the power spike against Randy is really bad. It's really bad that was the only time I had difficulty, and that was because I had to fight against the Knight. And the Knight is really good. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me just put this here for him. Takes care of everything. anything. So no one learns anything. What more do we have to talk about? Man, admit your love, Bennett. How the fuck can you keep doing this? Admit your love, you fucking tsundere. Let's see what's going on. Hold on, I should bring this. Send forward. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's also add a couple more over here. We had quite a few reviews, yeah, actually. Huh. No new characters, but we have enough reviews that there is a lot to put on the board. We haven't seen Juvie in a while, and that's a problem. Yeah. Oh, wait, which character said? Oh, right. I want to put this under Alphen. Is the only character to fully understand that war is coming and doesn't expect to change that, but trusts her friends enough to know they'll stay safe during it all. Like that fucking cutscene. That cutscene has endeared me. I can't even put into words how much that cutscene made me love Alphen. Like that cutscene by itself has made me adore Alphen so fucking much. At least I knew the tomboys in childhood. Oh, right, I gotta add a line to that. A positive relationship. But it's absolutely fucking insane to me. I don't understand. I legitimately don't oh fuck! This is me talking about writing again, so sorry in advance. But the way they've managed to they were actually writing the way they were actually ending up writing Alphen and even fucking Elise in that one scene was better than, like, that scene legitimately has the most, like, it has the most development Elise has ever had in these games so far. It is actually like the best scene for fucking Elise so far in this entire game. And that's insane to me. That nothing else, like, nothing else measures up to it, frankly. Every other Elise otherwise is personalityless, but in that one scene alone, she finally has a personality, and it's that she actually cares about her friends and cares about her friend Elise or not Elise, sorry, Alphen. It's insane. It's absolutely insane to me that it took that long to finally get something for that fucker. like, I'm curious now for everyone else here, because it took me quite a while to like Alphen as much as I do now. What is your guys' opinion on Alphen? What do you guys think of her? Like, does anyone else like her quite as much as me, or is it kind of an opinion where it's like, nah, most people don't like Alphen either? Also, I really hope Ordine talks and has a personality if he comes up. The fact that, like, I don't know, the fact that it's shown that it's in Code Steel 2 by itself, even if it's for literally like 2 sentences, that, yes, all Divine Knights have a personality, it seems. It makes me really sad if Valimar is the only Divine Knight ever given a personality. It's like, that's cool. I like that, actually. I adore having the mechs have personalities. That's cool. They're not capitalizing on that would kind of suck. Okay, I think that's everything I need on here right now. Going by first impressions for Alphen, she looks like she'd be boring to talk to. Alphen? I mean, yeah, that would be... I can believe that initially. Like, she doesn't seem like the most interesting person. She only got interesting to me once she had to actually take a leadership role in Code Steel 2, and in this game, she's shown to at least be understanding of politics, which is better than almost everyone else we've met. Okay, let's go to... Hold on, no, fuck. No, I don't want to change the description. Okay, Umi Neko nonsense time. Oh, fuck me. Time for Angie's totally real girlfriend. It's time to go absolutely fucking insane, yes. That is not the same shade of violet. What the fuck? There we go. Pains you to say, but she's the first character to understand politics since Ellie. Yep. It really sucks to know because, again, if you need an example in Code Steel 2 or in Code Steel 3, it's like, oh wow, no one understands that stopping the Calvardian agents is not going to stop the fucking war on the horizon. Guys, why? And also now I've got to fucking fix up things even more on this board. God damn. Like, I think that's a general problem with the series is it isn't like the series doesn't understand politics. but it's like most of the characters don't, and that's not on purpose. Like, I don't think the story wants me to think that the characters are dumb about politics all the time. Like, I don't think it wants me to think that so many of them are really fucking stupid. But they are, so that sucks. That line is way too fucking big. Also, here's Angie too, Electric Boogaloo, but better. Oh, fuck, there's also a lot of real-world shit to add in. Great. Ah, God, things get fucking... Do I actually have to start rearranging this fucking board? What if Angie's defining trait wasn't being a lolicon? Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be amazing, eh? Thought she was being played by Bernie. Maybe she's being played by Bernie? Real world. I'm gonna actually... Yeah, hold on. I have to add quotation marks now. Great. I've encountered the realm of a real witch, huh? I'm probably gonna have to go around with like a complete rewrite soon enough with this shit, since it is getting really complicated. Again. No, I'm definitely gonna have to go through this and like rearrange everything. You don't get what the lolicon comparison came from? For Angie of Trails? Probably the fact that she hits on underage girls like fucking Altina and Fee in Code Steel. Well, not Altina, sorry. Like Fee and Milliam in Code Steel 1. Which is, no. Stop it. Oh, that Angie. Yeah, no. This one's fine. This one's fine. This one's just This one just has delusions of grandeur and is very lonely and depressed. That's all. You know. Sorry, you completely agree about Angie. I think no one would disagree about Angie because it's Angie. Let me just... No. Okay, there we go with that rearrangement. No, you spelled her name right and you have no excuse. Okay, hold on. I need to find... Oh, but by the way, just so everyone hears this, let me silence the music. Pause. I gotta have everyone hear this. This is very important. This is the most important thing in the entire game. Okay. I found the most important thing in the game. I found the Beatrice Club fight. I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay, back to the music. The Insane Magical Squad, they all need therapy. Not fucking wrong in the slightest. Okay, I need to get a sprite of the new Maria, so let's see. Probably get it down here. Yep, there we go. That one? Oh, that one. Yes. Beatrice. Again, the way he says Beatrice, it sounds like he's being strangled. Yep, it's wonderful. Everyone in this game needs decades of therapy, except maybe Balor. Balor's probably got something, if we're gonna be honest. It just hasn't been revealed yet. Oh, well, actually, maybe this entire story is just Balor's background story for why he needs therapy, too. I'd fucking buy it. Oh, great, and I also need goddamn... Hold on a second, where the fuck are you? Sakatoro, I need Sakatoro. So the choices at the end, is this a therapy session Balor is talking to the author? I believe it. Sakatoro, hell yeah. Balor seems fine, what do you mean? Balor's going through shit and he has broken down and cried like a baby. No, Balor's not fine. I am definitely gonna have to rearrange this board for more space again. Fuck's sake. Thought I hit my space. Like, I thought this would be enough space, but apparently it ain't. Great. Also, I should probably change up my line connections to be in line with the game, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, with Real World Angie at the minute, I am very unsure. Real World Angie makes me very unsure right now about one thing, or quite a lot of things, let's be honest, but one thing that stands out for me right now is where does her delusions and coping end and Purgatory Angie start, you know? Like, at what point do we transfer over from the Angie who's creating imaginary friends to cope with her lonely as fuck life, and the Angie of Purgatory who's playing the battles? Like, I don't know which one does that. Also, yes, we're back to this shit. Balor occasionally likes it. Probably. Do I already have this note here? Yeah, I have this as... I just put confirmed again. I'm happy I'm taking notes while I'm playing these games, because holy shit. You think Adler 100% enjoys being the only thing on a win sign events away? Someone understands Balor quite well, I see. Okay. Yeah, so an important thing to note is... Oh shit, don't open up that. Okay. Look at how well the Adventure Episode 3 worked on him. Not wrong. He loves the Sundares. A big thing with Maria at the minute is definitely... So, we know... Okay, let's put this here. Definitely knows who Vito is. And if we take the magic scene at face value, at least in the background location, then I need to say for Maria knows where Dorian is. If Meta Battler and Meta Beetle were the same person, episode 2-3 would weird as fuck. I mean, and the Yanderes, which shouldn't exist yet. I mean, it would be weird arc, but it doesn't actually break my theories at all. It's more or less, take it the perspective of Meta Purgatory Beto is Beto blaming, real world Beto blaming herself for everything that happened in Rokujima and wanting to be the villain. And Balor being the logical side who wants to remove that villainy and find the truth. Now, admittedly, the problem with that theory is, of course, it works under the assumption that Beatrice, or the real-world Beto of 1986, was not on the island. Like, that's a very important part of the entire thing. Which, if they were, the entire thing fucking falls apart, obviously. The meta theory in that aspect would collapse completely. This is a very important question. I'll put under real world Eva this one. Now, this is also incredibly important, is that Beto wrote the Maria letters. Now, that does some fucky-wucky things. That does a lot of fucky-wucky things, if I'm gonna be frank. Yeah, no, you were right entirely, Carrie. It just fucks with a lot of things now. Yes, you're going to crow. Sorry, Nightheart. I don't blame you. It feels great to be fucking right and call something like that. Now, the obvious question that comes up is, why the fuck are there two stories written by Beto? Why are there two different versions of events written by Beto, right? Like, what the fuck? Why? And why does one of them say find the truth? Like, what? It's fucking... It gets baffling because obviously if you go then you then have to think like, okay, why in the world does Beto want them to find the truth if neither version of what was written is the truth? Because yes, Eva survived, but neither of these is supposed to be what happened. So why the fuck did Eva survive? What happened? Why? And then there's also still the question of how the fuck did you think what happened on the mansion was... There are a lot of questions that need to be answered, or at least that I don't have answers for right now. You think the only conclusion is that Eva survived to the timeline Angie's from? Because if Beto was off the island, why would she throw bombs in the sea? Also true, Ark. You're not wrong. Like, we're starting to get holes in my theories. Not all of them, but some of them are starting to get holes in them. I still think I'm quite right about the Gospel House being where Beto's from. And I'm not too... Nothing's really made me think Kinzo is less of a fucking asshat and bastard. But the meta perspective that I currently have built up is not very good at the minute, it seems. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is another thing I forgot about. Kirei probably knew who Beto was. Most likely, because remember, we had that scene... episode 3 scene that was cut away from. Like, that's a big thing there, too, isn't it? Oh, wow, that was the first episode comment I made? Really? Go Digger, potentially? Holy shit, that was wrong as fuck. Was Beatrice on the island? Huh. If episode 3 is the public's idea of what might have happened on Rokujima, aka Eva did the murders, what is the point of this number? Like, I'm thinking about that right now. Everything else on the island, you could be like, oh yeah, it all follows, it all goes together, you know? But this number doesn't work at all. If it's just the public's theory, or even Angie's theory, this number makes no fucking sense. You missed the second half of the last stream. Where did we get to? Where did we get to? I can't remember off the top of my head either. Yeah, we just got to the end of the talk with between Angie and Beto, and then so we got done with that. Then we got to another scene of Angie not being awake and sleeping and imagining herself with imaginary friends and someplace else, and then she woke up and was about to get bullied. That's where we ended it. What? Okay, hold on. I want to write this down. What questions do I have right now? Let's see. Questions. 1. Was Beto on the island on those days? 2. Why would Beto write things that definitely didn't happen and then ask people to find the truth? 3. How could what happened then be construed as an accident? You guess your major problem with the real Angie is that she knows about demon stakes, which she really shouldn't be able to. Admittedly, real Angie got them thanks to, like, you know, being with her like, they were like, oh, hey, we were searching through the place. This was some of the stuff that was there. The stakes are in Maria's diary, which she reads religiously. Not wrong there either, Art. So it makes enough sense in that case, I guess. So what other major questions do we have right now? Like, no, there's more. But the demon stakes aren't real? Apparently they are. Which, like, the fact that Angie has one physically in what might be the real world implies that they are real. The sisters on the demon girls, definitely not, but, like, The physical objects seem to actually be real now, and we have as close to confirmation as we can get. Okay, but what about the demon girls? Demon girls are fucking total copium. And Carrie, don't worry. Demon girls are copium. You don't have to worry about that. You mean Angie knows about the demon girls, which she shouldn't? Huh. That's a good question, actually. Because, yeah, these demon girls aren't... The girls are in Maria's diary, too. Yes, but that actually begs a different kind of question, Ark. Let's ask this. Where did these designs come from? Oh, you're right, sir. Good point there. Where did, like, this becomes actually a decent question. Where did these designs come from? Because let's imagine for a second, okay? I doubt Maria came up with these designs herself, okay? Like, I doubt Maria was the one who was like, these are what all the demon girls look like. In fact, all statements out, Lambda should start with certainly. Yeah, why not? Fuck her. But what I was trying to say, if all these... If all these... Who designed these girls? Who said this is what they look like? You know? Was it Beto? Was Beto the one who said this is what they look like? Like, this is their true forms. Let me help draw it in your diary? Like, what? You know? I don't understand why they're in Maria's diary either. If you think of the diary as a grimoire and it's Maria putting down all of her magic knowledge and it's stuff Beto taught her, then I can believe them being in there. But that means that the person who came up with, like, oh, this is what the demon safe Belphegor looks like. She has fucking blonde hair and she wears a leotard. Like, then Beto said that? Or, so, like, that's... No, Carrie, you have to think about it like this. It's, imagine for a second, you're Beatrice, okay? You're the servant Beatrice, you're a normal human. Who is playing around with Maria, okay? And you're talking about magic, and you're like, you show her these old stakes your master has that are supposed to be like demon stakes, and you go like, this is the demonic stake Belphegor. Though she might, and then Maria's like, why does she, but it's just a stake, and you go, oh, no, you see, this is actually, what this actually looks like is, this is actually their dormant form. What they actually look like is, blah, blah, blah. Sadly, but we can't show their form right now, you know? It's too much effort. It's too much strain on them. Yeah. But I'm gonna put that down under these fuckers, which is... Yo... Decided what they look like? It's like Santa Claus. Yeah, that's a decent way of explaining it. Do we have any more major... Can you guys think of any more major questions we currently got that my theories don't at least try to answer? So, like, these are the questions I immediately think about, but, like, what other things can you guys come up with, if anything? Or things I've said and just forgotten right now? Was episode 3 a different timeline? Episode 3 is a different theory, I think. So, with the new perspective we've got in episode 4 so far, Carrie, it seems like episodes 1, 2, and 3 are theories of what happened on Rokujima. Episode 1 and 2 are based on the 2 different diaries in a bottle that were found. Episode 3 is based on Eva's alive, here's a theory that she killed everyone. So, Carrie, you're going under the theory right now that the real world, as I put in quotation marks now because that's required, I fucking hate that, is actually just another person's idea of a world where Angie's alive, more or less. Like, hey, what if Angie lived, and this is their idea of what that world would be like? Oh, they're talking about fragments and shit. You think episode 3 set up the world where Angie comes from? Okay. And isn't actually a theory of the crime is the original timeline? Can you clarify that sentence? I don't quite understand, sorry. Because Eva being alive should be a fixed point. Yeah. So, that was a question brought up in Universe 2 by Angie, is like, hey, what was written in those diaries sent out before what happened? Because think about it like this, if fucking Eva dies in both of the diary entries, it's like, and then in the real world Eva was alive, it's like, well, obviously something went wrong, but does that mean the diaries were premeditated, like, this is how we're gonna kill them all, or was it something else, you know? Like, what does that mean the diaries represent? Back in episode fucking 2, I thought no one survived. You feel like Eva being alive negates the theories of episode 1 and 2, making them pointless? It's not entirely pointless, I think, because it lets us kind of, looking back on them, it means... how do I feel? I feel like it can help us try and at least piece together things about the island, like, okay, this is something about the island, this is something about the situation, this is something about what could happen, these are something about the tools available, you know? So that stuff's all important to me. Any theory dies is wrong. Yeah, that part specifically has to be wrong. Funnily enough, episode 1 doesn't actually deny that, because red truths weren't a thing in episode 1, so it's entirely possible there that she's actually alive. Funnily enough, but you know, everyone could have been alive in episode 1, because no red truths were ever used to disprove anything. Yeah, I have the Kenzo's dead theories too complex there. That's good. When were the bottle diaries created? That's another question I've got. When were those things created? I'm saying, basically what we read in episode 1 and 2 is what Beetle put in the bottle she threw into the ocean. Yes, except that's also important to note. I should put that under the general theories part. That one bottle found near Rokujima, other found far away. You feel the introducing fragments, or as Ark said, that's what they call it, timelines. So you said that episode 3 was Angie's timeline. Because you wonder if episode 1 is a real time or episode 2 is something else. There's definitely... So, the thing is, Beto of 1986 definitely exists on one timeline. Any other timelines she sees or she imagines are not real. They're possibilities of what might have happened. So the question becomes, what is the real timeline that Beto of 1986 lived through? You know, that becomes the question. I'm also going to put up a general theory that I'm kind of getting more and more sure about. The 18 people on Rokujima were not the 18 people on Rokujima. You guys depends how episode 4 progresses, if Eva dies or not. Yeah. So I also want... Here's a general theory that I'll try to go into a little bit here. What does that even mean? Okay, so I am becoming increasingly suspicious. Now, I think Ark refers to my new 18 people on Rokujima or not the 18 people on Rokujima thing. I am becoming increasingly suspicious that the 18 people we've seen in all 4 episodes so far on Rokujima were not the 18 people necessarily that were on Rokujima during the tragedy. I am thinking currently that someone who is said to be there was not there, and someone else was there. Or perhaps that even... Like, actually, that's a thing, isn't it? It was never... Was it ever said in red text there are 18 people on this island? Or was it only ever red text that there are no more than 18 people on this island? Because I'm growing suspicious that 18 is not the actual number of people that were on Rokujima that day. I'm growing suspicious that either certain characters are combined together. It said that there's no more... Yeah, that fucking fuels my fire even more. I think there's a liar in here. I think someone who is said to have been here during those days was not here. That's my perspective right now. I don't know who exactly, but I feel like that has to be the case. Because as things go on, I become less trustworthy of the very basic premise of the story. Like the basic premise of the story is 18 people were on the island, 1 survived, or no one survived. Okay. I am becoming less certain that 18 people were even on the island, you know? So, like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, if someone survived, who would actually speak about it? So, obviously, if Maria survived alone, Maria didn't survive. Okay, fine. If Rosa survived, maybe she would disappear into obscurity. Maybe she would. If Rosa was not on the island, maybe she would disappear to obscurity. But the problem is, Maria was definitely on the island thanks to the jawbone. So I don't fucking believe for a second she wouldn't have been on the island. And I feel like she would have been a lot more fucking angry. I think all the servants were definitely on the island. They had no reason not to be. Except, I'm of the opinion right now that maybe Shannon or Cannon... This is a fucking out there theory. This is by far and away the most out there theory, and that's saying something. Okay, hear me out. Shannon and Cannon are the same person. This is the most out there theory I've got, but... What if Shannon and Cannon are the same person? Wrong here? What? Clarification, I don't think you meant to type here. The only reason I even entertained that idea, I'll be honest, the only reason I entertained that idea is because my mind goes to the fact that like, it's their interactions with Beatrice in episode 2 compared to how everyone else has ever acted with Beatrice. These two are incredibly unique. Both of them. They're both in incredibly unique positions. In that Shannon always bothers Beatrice and Cannon is always against Beatrice. And not even to go even further on that, anytime we've never seen multiple people interact with Beatrice at the same time, if it wasn't A, out in a magic scene, or B, if fucking Shannon or Cannon was there. Like, think about it. Beatrice interacts with Jessica. Cannon's there. Beatrice interacts with George. Shannon's there. It's like, huh. Okay, that's something. And then the only time when Beatrice is acting together with two people and there is no, like, butterflies of magic and shit is when she's interacting with Shannon and Cannon. It's out there as fuck, but it's something I feel like I need to bring up and consider at least a bit. At least a tiny bit. I'll also, okay, by the way, going on to the Rokujima theory about these 18 not being the 18 on the island. Kinzo, I think, was definitely there. I think Kraus and Natsui definitely were there, because if Kraus had not been on the island, he definitely would have not just fucking lived in quiet remiss by himself. Natsui, neither. Jessica, maybe, but if Natsui and Kraus are on the island, Jessica is too. Like George and Hideyoshi definitely fucking were on the island and died, because otherwise, why the fuck would they be with Eva in the real world? There's no way she would be, like, keeping them hidden for whatever reason, you know? That'd be really stupid. Like, the character right now that I'm actually most suspicious might not have been on the island is Battler. Like, he's the character currently that I'm thinking was not on the island. Like, I don't think that's even really all that crazy to think about. It's like, oh no, Battler wasn't on the island. It's like, you know what? I can fucking believe it. I can definitely believe that Battler wasn't there that day. He's the one, he wasn't there for 6 years already. And if he just happened to, like, hold his grudge for a few more days, he doesn't come, you know? He doesn't come on that trip at all, and he's gone. So Battler's not have actually. Right, that's another thing I gotta figure out. I just remembered another big question I've got. Why does Real Beto care so much about Battler? That's another very big question, is why does the Real Beto care so fucking much about Battler? It's like, I'm gonna put a general theory up here as well. Might have met Beto without realizing it in the past. Also need to put in general theories then. Where is the gospel house? God, look at this fucking board. It's insanity, and I fucking feel like my brain's gonna explode in many ways. Hey, are you guys still there, by the way? Is the stream going well? Going fine? Like, you guys can still chat, right? I just want to make sure. It's fine? Okay, good. Just double checking. Thank you. We're just listening, yeah. That is a big thing here. Like, these are big questions I've got right now that I do not have answers for. It's fucking hard. Really hard right now. I feel like when I'm at work today, I'm going to be thinking about all these questions so goddamn much because they are incredibly important to answer, and I do not have an answer for any of these. Well, we're in the last episode of the question arc. Hopefully the answer arc answers some of the questions from the questions arc. Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, I want to try and solve as many of these questions as possible, but these are very important questions, obviously. And even if I'm right about Beto's identity, even if I'm right about the goad, even if I'm right about the reason that everyone died was because Beto told someone and they decided they wanted to get the goat for themselves, it doesn't do that. It like that doesn't answer any of these questions. Even if those three theories are right, none of these questions get answered, which is what the big problem is. It's like, hey, I solved the murder. It's like, oh, okay, but I even if I'm right about all of that, and it's the servants who did it, and they fucking servants did it, and then they like put CO2 in they used the ventilation, put CO2 in, got everyone knocked out, burn the mansion down, and then there you go. That's the end of it. It's like, fine, okay, cool. If I'm right about that hasn't answered any of these questions. I still don't know why Beto cares about Balor. I still don't know why the bottle diaries were created, or when. I don't know if Beto was even on the island with that theory. Like, I am so close to getting somewhere. I am very close. And like, I've answered for myself a lot of very important questions, but I haven't answered the minor ones that make like the motivations, the reasons behind it, the whys. I might be able to figure out the hows, but I don't understand the why. And for something like this, what's the point of proving how if you can't prove why? I want to figure out why the fuck this happened, not just how it happened. If fuck, even if this wasn't a mystery, even if this was just like fucking, like, let's say Genji killed everyone. Let's just say that. Let's just say this wasn't a mystery story about that, and Genji just fucking killed everyone. We know that from episode 1. I'd still want to figure out why the fuck he did it, you know? Like, knowing he did it doesn't make me happy. I want to know the why. God, I really am just like Battler and Angie. I think that's all I'm going to be getting out of this right now. So let's fucking... I still got like 30 minutes, so let's get this reading bit done for Trails, and then I got one new book in two new books in Trails. So let's finish that up, and then we'll end the stream. Okay, we got a couple books. Let's read them. Heartless Edgar finale. Oh shit, this is the final book. Cool. Is a young man named Edgar here? The man asked me. Actually, hold on. I should probably what? Oh, not that. That's for a fucking different game. Options. Yeah, that helps. Cool. Is a young man named Edgar here? The man asked me. Hearing the name brought a sudden sharp pain to my chest. He told me I could usually find him at this restaurant, he continued. I started to tell him, but he stopped myself. He isn't here today. Oh, that's a shame, he said. How about Henry? I shook my head. He allowed a disappointed sigh. Well, obviously either of them. Could let them know I'll be at the inn. As he turned to leave, I noticed his jacket had an emblem with a fish on it. Oh my god, it's fucking Fisherman's Mafia. God damn it. I promised him I would, but after he left, I regretted not telling him Edgar wouldn't be coming back. That night, I closed the restaurant without seeing Edgar. When it occurred to me that every night would be like this from now on, I felt an emptiness inside of me. Closing for the day, huh? I heard a voice as I locked the front door and turned to go home. It was Henry. What do you want? I couldn't figure if seeing him made me more sad or angry. He didn't say anything. He just handed me a folded slip of paper. I didn't read it, he said quietly. I expected him to leave, but he just turned his back to me and stood there. I opened the paper and was covered in a shaky writing. This is the first letter I've ever written, so I can't seem to order my exhaust. Please forgive me. Machines don't know how to forget. You can faithfully record or data or faithfully delete it. That's all. I thought it was it for someone like me. Forgetting would be as easy and simple as deleting a file. Not something to regret or mourn. But as I write this now, I'm filled with a strange feeling. I don't want to forget. Because I met you. You, who accept me despite the fact that I have no blood in my veins and no heart in my chest. You saw me, not as a machine, but as a person. You brought love and beauty into the life of this simple puppet. Thank you. I'm sure it must have been disappointing for us to part like this. I'm sorry for that. That lie I lived is too big to beg your forgiveness for. I only ask that you don't be angry with Henry. Finally, I want to express the feeling I've been holding in my heart since I first met you. May you find all the happiness in the world. That is my true prayer for you. I fell to my knees, crying, gripping the letter in my hands. I couldn't stop my tears, and I didn't care if my sobbing echoed throughout the dark streets. I didn't care if anyone saw me or what they thought. Edgar, I forced the name out through my sobs. Hearing me, Henry turned around. His eyes were puffy, and he had a pained expression. Please, I looked up at him. Help me. He met my gaze. He hesitated. I understand. I stood alone in front of the door Henry had brought me to. Once we had gotten there, he had told me it was as far as he could take me. As he turned to leave, I told him about the man who had come to visit the restaurant. Henry's expression grew serious, but he said nothing and continued walking. But none of that mattered now. I took a deep breath and stepped through the door. Who are you? The room was filled with researchers in white lab coats. They were huddled around a workbench. Lying on top of the workbench was Edgar. How did you get in here? Shouted one of the researchers. This is a restricted area. Undeterred, I walked forward. Give me Edgar, I told them. Some of them looked at each other and chuckled. Oh, you're the girl who was here the other day, said one. No, that all of Edgar's data has already been extracted for analysis, said another. The year you know doesn't exist anymore. His feelings are real, I said, my voice cracking. No, said a researcher. That's not possible. Because artificial intelligence are not human. They're simply tools. Compilations of technology and techniques. Weren't you trying to make him actually have emotions and real shit, though? I feel like if you did that, you would all be ecstatic as fuck. Are tools the only things you care about, I asked? The only things you can see? What are you talking about, said the researcher. Do you even try to see the bonds he created? I pointed to Edgar, the circle of people he brought together. I feel the same, said a voice from behind me. The man who had visited the restaurant earlier entered the room. He and I still have things to discuss, he said. I need to thank him for helping me. Another civilian is telling one of the researchers? What is security doing? Nothing. Doesn't matter what you say, said another. We're not going to start research for such sentimental reasons. That's right, chimed in yet another one. You can't change our decision. Well, if sentimental arguments won't work, we'll just have to go through more official channels, won't we? A deep voice reverberated through the room as a pair of footsteps approached from the hallway. The Brazier Guild has received an official request from the Fisher's Guild for the return of Edgar. Oh my god, the fucking Fisherman's Mafia and the Brazier Guild work together. Oh, fuck. It works. Holy shit. Seems we made it just in time. The one with him let out a sigh of relief. Yeah, didn't think we'd be helping out again so soon. It was Boris and Bella. Hearing Boris's words, the researcher's expression changed. Now do you see how many people care about Edgar? I stepped forward. I'm begging you. Please give him back to us. Looking at our reinforcements, they started to shrink back. But think of the risk, one stammered. If an artificial develops his own will, it can no longer be controlled. What the fuck are you guys doing then if you don't want to develop real humans? What are you doing if you're like, oh, we're going to give it emotions and feelings to see if it can replicate them? And then when it replicates them, like, well, fuck, we don't want that. Well, what the fuck were you guys doing here? Yes, said another. If we can't control him, there's no telling what he might do. Someone else may even take him and use him for malicious purposes. But, I started. In the face of all our support, they still refuse to return to us. Refuse to give up, too, however. In the middle of our standoff, a familiar voice broke the silence. Now, let me make him a suggestion. After what felt like a long time, I slowed my bleary eyes. My mind felt hazy, my body was sluggish. I lay there, sitting and sitting in my own dorm room for a bit before turning to the side. There I saw Clementine sitting next to my bed. Her eyes were full of tears, but she was smiling more brightly than I'd ever seen her. I found out what happened later. Thanks to everyone, my personality was re-uploaded back in my body. I was allowed to keep living as Edgar, as long as I didn't leave town. Clementine agreed to stay with me and would be fine to the town too. She said that didn't matter, however, as long as we could be together. But the morning after all that, I never forget the words you said to me. The ones I always wanted to hear you say. Morning, Edgar. The end. Oh, that's a sweet ending. Also, fucking robots. Yeah, it is the year 1294. Huh. And it's time for the last Kobe in the museum books. Let's see if Kobe fucking dies. Part 3. Kobe learns his lesson and doesn't die. Surprising. Yeah, by the way, Carrie, I didn't say before, but yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to tear through TV tropes and everything and learn more about the game. It'll be fucking great. Admittedly, I have to beat the fighting game too, but fuck it. Suddenly, there was a loud rumbling from deep within the catacombs. An enormous dust cloud as tall as the ceiling made its way towards Kobe. Instinctively, Kobe covered his eyes with his free hand as the small specks of sand within the cloud pouted him. The cloud soon vanished, and Kobe lowered his hand. Those 14 pages went by fast. Yeah, no, I guess that's because they were engaging as fuck. Though his vision was obstructed by the dust, he was able to barely make out a giant silhouette in front of him. It cannot be! Shocked, the black shadow holding Kobe's hand loosened its grip. Kobe didn't waste another second. You're not going to wait for me to finish the fighting game. Understandable. I will finish for myself, though. Or wait for myself. And you're probably not waiting because you don't trust me to finish the fighting game. You think the fighting game is going to take longer than the main game. I can't even tell you that you're wrong. Kobe didn't waste another second. He darted out from the circle with the black shadows that formed around him. But a gravelly voice soon stopped him. Do not move, boy. Kobe involuntarily straightened up and stopped as he had been commanded. The voice spoke once more. Gentle spirits controlled by evil, and now grant you passage back to Adios. Then, beads of light surged towards Kobe in the shadows. The latter screamed in agony as the beads of light struck them, causing them to vanish. Ah! A familiar voice screamed. Kobe turned. The shadow that gripped his hand was engulfed in the light, and the girl re-emerged as the screaming faded. Kobe and the girl stared at each other, silence falling between them. Finally, the girl spoke, tears streaming down her face. I'm sorry I tricked you. Why didn't you know that I had fun exploring the museum with you? I was happy we were almost friends. That part was real. The beads of light bounced off the catacomb walls and shone on the pair, and the girl began to fade away in the light. Kobe rushed towards her and grabbed her hand. I believe you, he exclaimed. Because of you, I was able to enjoy the museum for the first time. I'm glad I met you, even if I was about to fucking die. We're already friends, right? I can't just stand here and let my friend cry. He kept pouring his heart out to the girl, but she continued to fade away. She initially looked surprised at his words, considering she was going to kill him, but soon gave him the same warm smile she'd given him when they had first met. Thank you. You're right. I can't cry, now that we're finally friends. Kobe's face fell. He no longer feel the girl's hands in his. Don't worry, the girl continued, still smiling. I know we'll meet someday when you're fucking dead. Die soon, bitch. She vanished into the light, and Kobe stared at the spot where she had vanished, his vision blurred by his tears. Eventually, the light faded away, and a familiar voice spoke, bringing Kobe back to his senses. It appears as if you made a good friend. The dust cloud containing the giant silhouette cleared, and Kobe now clearly see its identity. The dragon, Kobe said, stunned. It was a magnificent dragon. This is literally what happened to us. What the fuck? Okay, the dragon wasn't good, but what? What the fuck? He's under the museum and there's a dragon. This is literally... What the fuck? Why is the idea that none of this is fiction becoming more and more realistic? It was indeed a magnificent dragon with brilliant wings. The dragon spoke again, his voice reverberating around the catacombs. You were very nearly consumed by evil spirits. Only those who do not listen to their parents will be led astray. Sound familiar, boy? Kobe's elation at meeting the dragon subsided as a shiver ran down his spine. Yes, he admitted, feeling guilty. Mom told me to stay close, but I didn't listen. The dragon stared at him with a piercing gaze. You do not know what you did wrong. Do you know what you did wrong, do you not, boy? Kobe silently nodded. There's a rumor that exists in the museum, the dragon continued. When children break their promises with their parents, they're usually all consumed by deeper attack, boy. But what about your parents? Kobe froze in horror at the dragon's words. No, not mom and dad too. Please save them, he begged. The dragon in a catacomb under a museum. Yeah, totally. I can't believe this has fucking happened. You need to read the first part where this is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to any person living or dead is entirely coincidental. Don't tell me a fucking lie, Betrayals. There is no fucking fiction. The dragon dropped its gaze and shook its head. Your parents were genuinely worried about you, the same way you worry about them now, but you brought this upon yourself, boy. Your mistakes cannot be taken back. Kobe felt remorse for the first time in his life. He felt awful for bringing nuisance to his parents and not listening to them. He fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. The dragon stared at the crying boy for a moment. However, you can shape the future with your actions. You understand what oh god, the burping. What will happen if you commit the same mistakes? You'll fucking die this time, I swear. Kobe wiped his face and nodded. The dragon moved closer to him. Kobe could see his real reflection in the dragon's piercing eyes. The dragon looked a bit like a puppy when he thought about it. A big old, loving puppy. He suddenly felt as if he was being sucked into the dragon's eye and began to lose his balance. Make choices your friends would be proud of, he thought he heard the dragon say. Kobe came around and attempted to sit up, but he felt something wrapped around his legs. Don't move, it's too dangerous, a worried voice said. You missed the part where the Dark Dragon told Class 7 that they upset their parents? Well, of course you did. That was the dragon after he had Kobe fucked up again, and he lost all of his hope in humanity, and so became a fucking evil dragon. That's all that happened. A worried voice said. He looked around. His mother was staring at him while his father was carrying him. His eyes widened. Mom, Dad, you're okay, Kobe cried out. Where's the black shadow demon? His mother looked puzzled. What do you mean? Did you have a nightmare? She asked, concerned. Kobe looked confused. You became tired after walking around the museum with us, so your father carried you after you fell asleep, she explained. Kobe still looked confused, but soon felt relief wash over him, and tears began to stream down his face again. Is that like a New Game Plus cutscene? Yeah, they keep it from you. It's really a shame. It's a New Game Plus cutscene, Carrie. You gotta play through the game twice. Yeah, nothing's ever been said that the dragon was never good. Maybe the dragon was good for a bit before he turned evil, you know? Maybe that's what happened, huh? You can't prove me wrong. His parents looked concerned and couldn't understand why their son was upset, but they comforted him regardless. Eventually, Kobe jumped off his father's back and insisted he walk on his own. Alright, but don't go running off, okay? His mother said, still worried. You just woke up. You might trip and fall. Kobe smiled. I know, but you don't need to worry about me anymore. Sometime later, Kobe visited the museum again and tried finding the door to the catacombs. He had no such luck. He then returned to the painting of the catacombs. This time, all the caskets were sealed, and there was now plants sprouting under a warm light. Looks better than before, he said, smiling. BB's on Gnosis? No! 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 Kobe could never forget about that particular day, and made sure not to worry about anyone ever again. That's why he killed himself, so no one would ever worry again. After all, he thought, I can't do anything embarrassing if I'm going to see her again. Though his parents were stunned by his son's maturity, they continued to love and protect him all the same. And as Kobe grew up, he kept the dragon's words close to his heart, and he eventually became a respectable and mature adult in Erebonia. Well, I'm not fucking Kia, guys. Come on. I might reset the timeline and for my own benefit and like be able to predict what's gonna happen, but give people extra. I am not Kia. Anyway, guys, after all these unfair accusations thrown at me that, you know, they're just fucking so unfair, I think it's about time we end the stream, yeah. Hey, guys, thank you for coming to today's live stream of unfair accusations lobbied against me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. First time coming, I suggest you subscribe. Thank you guys so much. You're aware where I'm streaming. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. If you have anything, comment in the comment below. And share the video around with whoever you like. And also cut out that part where you guys, I look bad. Yep. That's all very important. Anyway, see you guys later tonight if you're coming for Umi Neko. But until then, I'm going to get close. I'm going to get quiet. And I'm going to say goodbye.